Welcome to the Masterpiece Effect, where we don't just chase success, we craft it. I'm Elnaj, self-leadership alchemist, Ironman finisher, and your guide on this unconventional journey to elite performance, legacy, and self-mastery. This is not your average personal development podcast. Here, we're questioning the narratives, dismantling limitations, and redefining what it means to lead yourself, your life, and your legacy. If you're ready to move beyond high achievement into intentional creation, you're in the right place. Let's begin crafting the ultimate masterpiece, you. We've all heard by now how important it is to be selective of the people we spend our time with, especially as entrepreneurs. Who we surround ourselves with will either have us focus in fear or focus in art. I used to think that all entrepreneurs had this incredible passion for their craft, for whatever it is that they were doing. When I grew up, entrepreneurs were as scarce as chicken teeth. Working in corporate, that was the status, that's what most of us did. I grew up in corporate as well for a long time. But the entrepreneurs, they were just different. I guess I shouldn't have been too surprised when I discovered that I was one of those different people. But entrepreneurship has almost become the flavor of the moment, as more and more people leave corporate wanting more time freedom, wanting more creative freedom. Well, let's be honest. Most of them want time freedom and they want more potential in making money. So there's almost a little bit of a lust for the art of their craft, which is the foundation of their venture. And so when we start surrounding ourselves with entrepreneurs who are either coming from fear, needing to pay the rent, but they don't want to go and find a job, they don't want to work in an office, they don't want to sit in the traffic, whatever their reasoning is. But when we find ourselves in those spaces, the conversations become very stifled. It becomes about how to make the next sale. What are the next actions that I must be taking? What is the next thing that I need to be doing? What is the next post that I must be writing? What is the next strategy that I have to be learning? Instead of celebrating the true nature and essence of entrepreneurship, which is thinking creatively. What else is possible in this world when I infuse it with my personal genius, my talent, what it is that I am creating that's unique to me? There are no strategies to follow because I am the creator of the strategies for my specific empire. And so when we start aligning and surrounding ourselves with the true artists who form the foundation of entrepreneurship, every conversation is a contemplation of potentiality. It is where the most audacious ideas can be born in a way that you've not possibly thought of for yourself. Napoleon Hill put it so beautifully in his book Think and Grow Rich, where he first discussed the concept of the mastermind, in that we surround ourselves with people who have talent in a different area than our own. And so we get to tap into their genius. We don't have to go and learn their genius, but we tap into each other's collective talents, thereby enhancing our own and enhancing our outcomes for the individual as well as the collective. Two minds come together and form a third. because we invite in divine intelligence. And it's this intelligence that actually creates a new energy within the group, within the collective, that is so enticing and enjoyable. But you have to make sure that you surround yourself with like-hearted people. Now, I'm also going to say that sometimes when somebody like myself speak, it sounds as though I'm extraordinarily judgmental of the people who just want to have time freedom and make money. And I don't mean to be judgmental. I simply don't think that way. But if that is where you are finding yourself, then you need to surround yourself with people who are in the same area of interest as what you are. But if you are not one of those people, if you're an artist, if you are a true entrepreneur, you have to ensure that you get into the spaces that nurture this side of you. The crazy conversations, the conversations that most people will warn you against because they have fear for you, because that's just nuts. What are you thinking? In the spaces of entrepreneurs, true entrepreneurs, the craziness is what gets applauded. And not applauded from a space of validating you, applauded from a space of resonance. It's a field of gentle giants that come together. And they just have a different view of the world. They have a different idea of what is and what is not possible. And they are adventurous in their application of business. It is when we are willing to do the things that other people haven't thought of doing before for the sake of getting feedback, for the sake of creating data from where to take the next action. There's not this life or death energy in everything that we do, but instead there is a looseness, it's a leaning back, it's an ease that we feel because we have the audacity to do things a little different. We are willing to risk it all because we know that there really is no risk, because it's just all about the journey. It's all about the experiment. It's all about the creation. It's all about the art. It's all about your craft. And so when we start creating these beautiful spaces where we are surrounded by people who have a passion for their art, for their craft, and for entrepreneurship in and of itself, that is when we actually start accelerating our own journey to mastery, because we blend into the energy of appreciation of the craft. We become more curious, and because we are now sharing our talents with everybody else in the group, we get to practice our own talent, our own art, in a way that is enhancing to us and everybody else. Can you think of anything better than that? Allowing yourself to be surrounded by the greatness of others and sharing your own greatness, and in the process receiving even more growth in your talent, because your talent gets enhanced every time you use it. I was speaking on a previous podcast about easy, which comes from muscle memory being built through practice. And a truly effective mastermind is a practice ground. It's where the greats come together to bounce ideas, to get greater insights from other people, to go beyond their own industry and their own experience, inviting others into their world and being invited into the world of another. This is where greatness really can flourish, because nobody inhibits another through fear. There is a playfulness in this area. And when we start practicing our art with a sense of playfulness, that is a game changer, my friend. That is when you can't wait to actually take the next action. And there's no fear. This whole feel the fear and do it anyway, that subsides. Because fear, that's the arsenic to creativity, true creativity, not creativity from a space of survival and necessity. There is a lot of that going on in the world, and yes, there are some pretty things being created from that space. But that's not where people like me enjoy playing. People like us, the artists, the mavericks, the virtuoso, we enjoy the art for the sake of the art. And the more opportunities we have to practice it, the stronger we become, the better we become, the more creative we become, and the more fun it is. So if you are finding yourself in a community and you can feel it is not a fit for you because you're constantly leaving there thinking, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should just see what else I can take away. Maybe I should just go and learn the next strategy, but it goes against everything inside of you. Then it's time to get out of Dodge and to find the right place for you. Now, I am super excited to announce that I am finally creating the Virtuoso Collective, which will be a very intimate, by invitation only mastermind for women who are artists in their field. Whether your field is finances, jewelry, makeup, consulting, design, is irrelevant. But I truly only desire to play with the women for whom this is their craft. And it's all about the art of possibility. What else is possible? So if you have a sense of curiosity, if you have a sense of playfulness, if you enjoy being with brilliant people as equals, then applications are now open. The details are on my website, alnaj.com, virtuoso. And if it's not a good fit for you, then I do recommend you still find a space that is a good fit for you. It's not that entrepreneurship is lonely. People like myself, we love the aloneness. But it is a fact that as you surround yourself with the right people, you will become more creative because people will give you a space and an opportunity to come at your current situation from different angles, and they will give you different input as well. And it's more fun. And if it's not fun, then why on earth are we doing it? Because life is way too short to believe you have to struggle so that you can prove something at the end of it all. Have fun on the journey. Make it your masterpiece. That's it for today's episode of The Masterpiece Effect. But your transformation doesn't stop here. If something resonated, challenged you, or sparked a new insight, I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts. Connect with me at alnaj.com. And if you found value in this conversation, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because life's too short for mediocrity. Let's create a masterpiece. See you next time.